In a wild episode of The Daily Show that has everyone talking, Dutch historian Rutger Bregman went after Meghan Markle like never before. He called her out for living like a queen while pretending to fight for the little guy, and the audience lost it, laughing so hard some had tears in their eyes. Bregman, known for his no-holds-barred takes on rich folks and inequality, didn't hold back, saying Meghan's whole woke royal act is just a big fake show. This moment has sparked a huge debate online, with some calling it spot-on truth and others saying it's mean and unfair. But one thing is clear, Bregman made Meghan look like the ultimate hypocrite, and the laughs just kept coming. Bregman's attack started right after the host brought up Meghan's latest projects. He pointed out how she left the royal family complaining about too much attention, but now she's all over TV and podcasts pushing her brand. Meghan talks about mental health and kindness, Bregman said, but she flies private jets to fancy events while telling us to save the planet. That's not activism, that's acting. The crowd erupted in cheers and laughs, nodding along because it's hard to argue with the facts. Meghan's life in her huge California mansion, with bodyguards and luxury cars, doesn't match her speeches about helping the poor. Bregman backed it up with real examples, like how her charity, Archewell, raised questions about where the money really goes. Some reports say only a small part helps actual causes. While the rest covers her team's big salaries, this isn't the first time Meghan has faced heat for her double standards, and Bregman nailed it by linking it to bigger issues. He compared her to other celebrities who preach equality but live in bubbles of wealth. Look at her Netflix deal, he joked on the show. She makes millions complaining about the palace, but she's building her own empire on the backs of fans who can barely pay rent. The audience cracked up because it's true. Meghan and H. Harry signed huge deals with streaming giants and book publishers, cashing in on royal drama while claiming they want privacy. Bregman showed clips from her interviews where she talks about struggles, but he asked, what struggles? Growing up in Hollywood, marrying a prince, then quitting because it's too hard. His words hit home, making people see how her story doesn't add up for someone who says she's all about real change. Bregman kept the pressure on by digging into Meghan's past actions that smell like hypocrisy. Remember when she wore expensive jewelry to events for poor kids? Bregman brought that up, saying, she shows up in diamonds worth more than most people's houses, talking about empowerment. If that's not tone deaf, what is? The Daily Show crowd was in stitches, clapping as he listed more. Her fancy baby shower in New York, paid for by rich friends, while she lectures on humility. He even mentioned her coffee brand launch, asking why a duchess needs to sell beans when real farmers struggle. These points weren't just random shots, they came from public records and news stories everyone knows, proving Bregman's take wasn't made up but based on what Meghan has done herself. The controversy ramped up when Bregman touched on Meghan's royal exit, calling it a calculated move to make more money. She says the media is mean, he said, but she feeds them stories through her PR team. Laughter filled the studio as he mimicked her Oprah interview, where she dropped bombs about the family but kept vague on details. Bregman argued this hurts real victims of racism or bullying because Meghan uses those issues for her gain without fixing anything. He cited how her claims led to books and shows that divided people more, all while she lives off the royal name she says she hates. The audience's reaction showed they agreed. Many were wiping tears from laughing at how spot on it was, but also because it exposed a side of Meghan that's hard to ignore. Not stopping there, Bregman slammed Meghan's influence on young people, saying she's a bad role model. Girls look up to her as a strong woman, he said, but what message does she send? Quit when it's tough, sue everyone who disagrees, and profit from pain. This got the biggest laughs, with the host chuckling too, because it's controversial but rings true. Bregman referenced her lawsuits against tabloids, pointing out she wins big payouts but cries victim. He compared it to his own work on taxes for the rich, saying Meghan avoids real talks on wealth gaps while enjoying hers. Facts like her multi-million-dollar home and staff support his view, making it clear she's part of the problem she pretends to solve. Bregman's shredding went viral fast, with clips shared everywhere, validating his points even more. People online posted side-by-side pics of Meghan in luxury outfits next to her quotes on simplicity, and the comments were full of agreement. One viewer tweeted, "Finally, someone says it out loud." Bregman backed his claims with data from reports on celebrity charities, showing Archewell's low impact compared to others. He joked about her podcast deals flopping, saying, "Even Spotify saw through the hype and dropped her." The audience roared because it's public knowledge. Spotify ended their deal after one season, citing low output. This proves Bregman's not spreading rumors, he's using real events to show Meghan's pattern of big promises with little follow-through. The show didn't let Meghan off easy on her family ties either. Bregman called out how she cut off her dad but keeps Harry's family drama alive for headlines. "Family matters should stay private," he said, "unless it sells books, right?" Laughter echoed as he listed her tell-all moments that hurt others while boosting her image. He tied it to broader hypocrisy in Hollywood, where stars like her use vulnerability as a brand. With examples from her acting days to now, Bregman showed she's always been